here we are. This is the other update for the E92 that is looking so good. If you guys are not watching my shorts, then this is the space, or the place, I should say, the place to know what's going on with the E92. So, hey guys, this is CJ. Thank you so much for tuning in. Huge update. I mean, absolutely huge update, and I'm so excited to actually share what's going on. I just got back from Murdoch's. I got some bolts. These are just grade 5 bolts, and I guess while you guys are here, why not see if it works? And it doesn't look like it will. No, it is smaller, I believe. I was taking a shot at it just to see if it would work, but maybe it's M8. Let's see. It is M8, the one that I thought it was. I decided not to buy it, of course. So now I just have a bunch of big bolts. Well, big nuts for no reason necessarily. So that's a shame. But there is one small one here, and I think I got one other small one, but here it is. So, and then the rest, I got 8 because there was 8 spots for the radiator support. So now, I guess those are pointless, and now I just have bolts to have bolts. But it's okay, it's only $1. It doesn't matter, which is super sweet. So, here is the update, guys. This is what's going on. I got my intake on, my throttle body all mounted up and ready to go. I have my fuel line, or my fuel rail installed, which is so sick. And if you guys know on how to figure out what this is, let me know. I believe it's probably the 10 AN, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't know how to figure it out, but I do have one fitting, which maybe I can, measure that, and that'll work. So with Sharp Customs, this thing is awesome. I got to tell you, the intake is it's amazing, okay? I really do like it. However, it seems like their machining was off, or something was off. It didn't seem right. But I had to mount the fuel rail upside down because the bolts they don't line up. Like, you can't line them up the other way at all. Like, it will not line up. I've tried it millions of times and it just won't line up. And I don't know what else to try, but basically you can see that one side is like this, and the other side is a little longer, so you can't have it flipped around, which, it does bolt in. However, the fuel injectors, it doesn't line up, so you can't have the fuel injectors inside. So I don't know, but I got all my O-rings and seals for the fuel injectors. It's all plugged in. Everything is in and now bolted down. And the idea behind it is that I'm going to have probably my inlet coming up in, and then I want to plug off the end. And I also want to plug off this if I can. If I want to plug off both of those, so there's just one line coming in, and that will just look really nice. And then I'll have my fuel return on the actual fuel regulator, which will be sick. So inlet, outlet, and then a return on the bottom, and that should look so sweet. But that is basically all together. I wanted to make sure I was going to get the oil, so that's 520. I wanted to make sure it's going to be 520, and then this is also 520. Perfect. So I'm going to order 2 1-gallon 520s. I think I'm going to get the normal 520, like high performance extended mobile one, and then I'll get the high mileage for this, because I'm assuming this K24 probably has more than 75,000 miles on it. So that's what I'm going to buy. Hopefully it works out. And everything else is looking so sweet. Alternator is relocated. That is, oh, dude, look how cool that is. Super exciting about that. And then, of course, my cross member and steering rack is all welded down, and I think it turned out so nice. And I also bought bolts for this reason. That's why I went there originally. I bought some bolts that now I can mount the steering column. Let's see if I can show you guys here. Where is it? Steering column to the dash support, I guess. I drilled some new holes. Hopefully that all lines up. I don't really know. Haven't really tried it yet. But basically, those bolts are going to hold it all down. Those are all the drill spots. But basically, that is what's going on and such massive change. I need a TPS. I need all the K20 sensors and stuff, but until then, it's okay. I'm gonna put it in, get my steering rack stuff all done, and then I'll put the engine in and kind of start mocking up where everything else is gonna go. It's gonna look so cool, guys. It's gonna look so cool. Some more exciting news. So I got the steering column in. Everything is bolted up, and it is so sick. This is so I got most of my wiring already done, and I think I've showed you guys that before, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, this is the whole wiring system so far. It looks great, and everything kind of goes to the main switch, and then, well, there's the main fuse and switch, and then there's another main fuse and switch that powers all the other small switches, which are those right there. And basically, that just in case if that blows, then everything else is fine. But if that blows, then everything turns off. So main kill switch, and then another kill switch, just to have, you know, double kill switches, just in case. But that's powering all that. That's going to go to the fuse box that's right behind it over there. And then start putting my fuses in there, which I need to figure out what to run. I believe the fuel pump and stuff like that is like 20 amps. And then there's other like lights, I think, are 20 amps or 15. So just stuff like that. That's shouldn't be too difficult to actually set up. But steering column is all bolted up, and when it's actually snug, this does not move. I thought there would be another bolt needed on the bottom side, but it actually is great. So to give you a little bit more perspective in what's going on, this is the stock bolt, and then I just shifted it down 1 inch, roughly probably an inch and a quarter down, which solved all my problems, which made it bolt up. And I was going to like cut it and weld like a whole piece to make it all kind of stock, but you know what, it doesn't really change that much as far as I'm aware so far, so hey, that's fine. I got this main wire coming out. This should go to the starter or the alternator. It looks long enough for either or, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I want to run that just yet. I was hoping to maybe go through this steering column on the side or something like that, but I don't truly know. I'm probably gonna have to buy more wire anyways, and then make like a little, you know, breakout block or something like that, so that it all connects to the alternator and the starter. But basically, that's the gist of it so far, and it looks really good. I'm super stoked about it. I mean, as long as it sits tight against the side and then maybe goes over, that will be fine, because the starter is super close to the firewall. I mean, the firewall is going to be right on the back, and it's only, what, a foot away maybe. So I definitely know it can hit the starter. It might not actually hit the alternator now that I think about it. So as long as I get another, 2 feet and just bridge those two connectors together, then I think I should be fine, and that will look good. I mean, everything's coming together, and I'm so excited about it, guys. Like, it's been so long. It feels like it's long, but honestly, it's been I think it was 37 days. I think a little over a month. So it's not that terrible. Got the oil coming, which will be here on Friday. It's Monday today, whenever this is posted. Anyways, it's my Monday. It might be posted on Tuesday or something, but yeah, I got that coming in, and then I got my fuel lines and everything else basically mocked up. I do need to still make them once they're in the car, because I don't really truly know the length of anything. But maybe I put a 45 on the fuel rail that goes straight over to my fuel line, my fuel feed line, and then I'm hoping that maybe I can have my regulator or something up here. I'm not really sure exactly, because I need to still figure out where the cable is going to go for the throttle. And I don't have a big enough drill to actually cut that out and drill this thing. But it looks like it's just a normal hole. Just drill it out, and then, yeah, pop it in. I think it just stays in there. And I mean, with the pressure of the pedal, it probably be just fine. So we'll hopefully it's going to be long enough for everything that I'm hoping to do anyways. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting the engine in and just seeing where everything sits so far, and kind of going from there. Now, when I say I spend a lot of time down here, I mean basically all day. So first off, I'm working on my Veloster here and it's about to storm. But the Veloster is actually something really cool. I think it's kind of a neat car. This is the non-turbo one, of course, but the turbo or the tranny was actually at fault here, and I took that out, and that wasn't actually that bad, but you can hear it. Absolutely awful. Something, I don't know if it's clutches or what it is, but it looks like crap and it sounds like crap. But the E92 has the K24 inside with the intake and the fuel rail. I have it centered as much as I can anyways. So the only thing I gotta do are the motor mounts, but with the motor mounts, I'm not exactly sure what to do exactly because I have a 2x4 there to like lift it up, you know, about 1.5 inches or 2 inches, and then I make the motor mounts, and then when I put the pressure down on it, will that just sit where I want, or how do I calculate this? Because this will suck if it doesn't work. So that's what I'm working on right now. Tranny's bolted up, well, semi-bolted up, it's not complete. And then the drive shaft is not actually connected just yet, but this will give me a base idea of what to do with the motor mounts, as this side looks like the worst because here's the motor mount, so it's gonna have to go to the side or kink it or L shape, something like that. I don't know. The driver side looks like a great straight shot, which the plate's not actually there, but it's usually right here. But it looks like just a straight shot, and that would be the simpler end. And then also, this wire is like plenty long to get to the alternator and the starter if it was, you know, if it had 2 connectors on it. But that's basically the update. I am super stoked. I cannot wait. It is time to go get a Coke and sit down and chill. I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you did, hit that like button down below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.